Hi everybody, it's Ginny, VSGinny, and this is my 9-week post-op vertical sleeve gastrectomy, or VSG, update. Today is Friday, May 29th, 2015, and my stall is broken. Let's see, last Friday, yeah, and that stall lasted like a month too, so good riddance. Um, I, I don't really know what broke it. But I don't know if it was the moving to 1,000 calories, 1,000 to 1,200 per my dietitian's recommendations, or if it was the metformin finally kicking in, or if it's the fact that I started I reset my water goal for the day from 64 ounces to 80 ounces, which for you Aussies, that's like 2.4 liters, I believe. So, yeah, so I've been trying to get in quite a lot of water. That could also be helping. Let's see, last Friday I was 449.2 pounds or 203.7 kilos. Today I am 441.2 pounds or 200.1 kilos. So a big whopping loss of 8 pounds or 3.6 kilos this week. That's pretty substantial, finally. So, yeah, it just goes to show you, if you're doing everything right, if you're trying as hard as you can, it'll happen. Even if it seems like it never will. Sorry, I'm like messing with my hair. Okay, let's see. So to recap, my high weight was 600 pounds, which is 272.1 kilos in January of 2014. I'm adding kilos this week because I feel like I never say kilos because most of my audience is American. But since I'm in Australia and I have some lovely Aussie friends, this week I'm translating everything. I'm being bilingual and translating everything from pounds to kilos. And next week I'll just do the important stuff probably, but at least, I just wanted to do it all once. So date of surgery, 28th March 2015. I was 488.2 pounds or 221.4 kilos. Total weight loss so far, 158.8 pounds or 72 kilos. That's a lot. By any stretch, that's a lot. And let's see, the total weight I've lost in the 9 weeks since surgery, 47 pounds or 21.3 kilos. Not too shabby for 9 weeks. Even though so much of that has been spent stalling, when I do lose finally, it seems to come off pretty quickly, like all at once. So I don't know. We'll see if that pattern continues. I've done a really good job this week at not weighing every day. This is the first week that I've really attempted that. Like I said last week, I like to have the data points to look at. So it's weird for me not to do that because I'm geeky like that. But I feel like it's healthier for me, it helps me not focus on the weight loss so much and focus on doing everything right instead, which is kind of a pretty big job right now. So I think it's been a good thing. I did weigh twice this week, just one extra time because I had a dentist appointment, and my dentist usually asks me health questions at the beginning, and I knew she'd ask me about the surgery and how much I lost, so I wanted to be prepared for that. And speaking of the dentist, I had a nice NSV, or non-scale victory, for those of you who don't watch a lot of YouTube WLS videos. When I went to the dentist last time, they had an armless dentist chair, which was great, but then the table with the sink that they had attached to it was very close to the left side, so like half of my body was hanging off the right side basically last time, and not really half, but a pretty significant chunk, to the point that I felt like I was falling off of the chair. And I felt like that the whole time, like out of balance, like I was going to fall. And I didn't feel like that at all this time. It's been about 6 months since I've seen them because, 6-month cleaning. And yeah, so that's a really awesome thing for me in just 6 months. That's pretty cool. So let's see. Okay, so the hardest thing that I've been doing this week is trying to go from 800 to 1,000 to 1,200 calories. It's a lot harder than I thought it would be. I've always thought, I've struggled with like dieting and my weight my whole life, and I've never had any problem adding calories. Like, why would that be hard? Eat more food? Okay. you know but yeah, I can't really do that. I can only eat a half a cup of food at a time. So if I want to take in more calories, I either have to eat food with more calories or I have to eat more often. And I've kind of tried to do kind of a combination of those two things, but it's hard for me to do food with more calories because I want to continue eating healthy foods because that's a really good habit to be in and one that I want to keep going. So I don't want to mess with that too much. But a lot of the more caloric foods are also high in carbs, even the healthier ones like yogurt, which is not really all that caloric, but it would add some for me and it would be very easy on my tummy. So that's like a food that I am eating more of right now, but it does have some carbs. So that's been my struggle, is adding foods that are easy for me to eat, and that are low in carbs and higher in calories. So I have been focusing on the calories and not been quite as fussy with the carbs as I usually am. Some days I'm up to like 50 grams. I think once or twice I went over that even. But it's all like dairy carbs, or in the case of the day where I had a lovely avocado, vegetable carbs. So we're not talking processed foods or grains or anything like that. So still healthy foods. So I just have to work out a way to be more easily able to add calories. If anyone has any tips on that, I'd love to hear them. Any ideas? Melly May, shout out to you for the lovely ideas that you gave me on Facebook. I was really grateful for that. Yeah, I'd love to hear anybody else. I think Sleeve McQueen, Monica said she was going through kind of the same thing right now. So if anyone has any advice for either of us, that would be great. I know like a lot of you are really far out. You've had the surgery quite some time ago and you're having the opposite problem from how to get enough calories. So I am grateful that I have this problem right now, in that sort of way. Like I'm keeping it all in perspective, but I'm trying to really rock this thing. So the easier I can get in calories, the better. Let's see. Okay, so I'm supposed to have 4 to 5 hours between each meal, and now I have to eat 4 meals to make sure I get in enough calories, and there simply aren't enough hours in my day to eat 4 meals and have 4 to 5 hours between them and get everything else done that I need to do. And this isn't a matter of bad like time management. I got up at 7 a.m. once this week just to give it like the best shot that I possibly could. And I still, like, it was still like midnight or even after midnight before I got everything done. And because there's just like, it's all day long basically right now. And it won't always be this way, but just right this second, I like plying myself with water. So I'm always either drinking something or, and the only real free time I have from either drinking or eating is the 30 minutes that I have to wait between drinking and eating. So there was one day that I got up especially late that day, like it was a sleep-in day, and I figured it out, and I had literally 2 hours and 45 minutes during the day where I was not eating or drinking something. That's all. So it's kind of all consuming right now, but I know that as I get better at it and as my body adjusts to this, it'll get easier. But right now, I'll show you guys. I actually came up with this little form that I created. It's a schedule and checklist all in one. And every morning I kind of sketch out a schedule of my day, of when I'm going to eat, when I'm going to drink, when I'm going to wait between, when I'm going to drink my protein shake. And then also reminders for my supplements between meals when I can actually drink, so I can take them. I just want to make sure that I maximize the time I have between meals, so my body has as much time to process what I eat as possible before I eat something else. So, and then I've got, so yeah, so I've also got medications on here. And at the bottom, I give myself little bonus points if I drink, 80 ounces of water, if I get under 40 grams of carbs, over 60 of protein. Like those 4 things are like my daily goals. They're what I aim to accomplish. And then bonuses are if I exercise, if I drink extra water, and if I get under 30 grams of carbs. So nothing happens for my bonuses. I just feel special circling that I completed a bonus item. So I'm easy to please sometimes. And let's see. So yeah, so that's working reasonably well for me. Oh, the reason that exercise is a bonus is I physically am not capable of doing it at this weight right now. Basically, my exercise is days when I go into the city. I average about 5,000 steps just getting to a doctor's appointment or what have you. So that's usually at least a few times a week that I'm doing something like that, 3 to 4, sometimes more. So right now, that's my exercise. I can't wait until I've taken enough weight off my knees to where I can hopefully be cleared to go back and do some other types of exercise. Just right now, I already have some knee pain from a genetic issue that I have. It's not really a huge problem. Like I take an NSAID every day for it, and it's pretty much not an issue. But if I were to vigorously start exercising, like treadmill or various other activities, it could become a problem. So, yeah, and something else I can do is swimming, but yeah, right now I can't do that either due to a different medical issue that I'm having. So anyway, which will be short term, hopefully, and not forever. So, anyway, so that shouldn't be an issue for too much longer, I hope. We'll see. Okay, and oh, I was going to give you guys a sample menu of what I ate the day when I actually accomplished, the day this week when I actually accomplished every single thing on my chart. So far, it's only been one day because I've come close, but it's simply because, like I said, I'm having issues with getting fewer carbs and more calories. So a day where I can get in both of those is a good thing. So that was the 27th. So let me just open up MyFitnessPal. If you have MyFitnessPal and you want to friend me, my username is Ginny in the City. So yeah, you can do that. Let's see. Diary for May 27th. Okay. So for breakfast, like I'm not really honoring the typical like breakfast food thing right now because I'm just worried about protein. So for breakfast, I had shredded chicken. For lunch, I had grilled chicken with like a little bit of mayonnaise with it to add some moistness because it was pretty dry, and also to add some calories. And the shredded chicken I had for breakfast also had a little bit of mayo and mustard with it. And then for my third meal, I had a low-carb chicken cordon bleu casserole that my husband made, which was absolutely very, very yummy. And I do have it pinned on my Pinterest account. If you aren't, if you like do have Pinterest and you aren't following me there, you should. And I'll actually give you the username at the end of this video. Let's see. And then for dinner, I had 2 whole eggs. They were just sunny side up. That's it. And that gave me, oh, and like a little bit of low carb tomato sauce on them, or ketchup for you Americans. I've actually gotten to where I don't even think about it as ketchup anymore. That's almost scary. I'm being assimilated here. Oh, and then I had my protein shake. So anyway, so that gives you an idea. I would desperately love to add some vegetables at some point, but right now my goal is to, just my focus is protein. When I can, since I can only eat a half a cup, protein has to be my main focus. And I am getting plenty of nutrients. Like I'm on plenty of different vitamin supplements, and my nutrition is being very carefully monitored. So there's no concern about that. And okay, what else? Oh, and I wanted to say one more thing. I've really gotten so much support here, and on Tumblr and on Facebook and in person with like a local Aussie WLS group that had a meetup, which was wonderful. My husband and I just loved that. We loved meeting people and like actually having local people that we could chat to about this. It was great. But I just wanted to talk about there are certain things that people who haven't been through this process say to people who are losing a lot of weight and maybe don't think about the like impact they can have. If you have said this to me, please do not worry. I took it in the absolute spirit in like which you meant it. Don't worry. I knew that you said it out of love and trying to help. So, but anyway, what I'm talking about is people saying keep it up. That's a phrase. It's a very loaded phrase because if you think about it, it kind of implies that you think there's a chance that the person won't, so you're encouraging them to do it. And you're trying to be encouraging, but it's kind of coming across as you not having like I would prefer that people just have faith that I'm working really hard and that trust that I know what's best for me and that I'm going to keep working at this. I realize that a lot of people do like give up on the weight loss thing, but making them think about the possibility of them giving up is probably not the best way to support them. So it's just something to think about, and I know it's something that other people have thought of too, because that phrase has appeared in a couple of lists I've seen of things not to say to people after weight loss surgery and things like that. And I don't think it's a huge deal, but it does kind of make me feel like, every time someone says that to me. So just putting that out there because I imagine that others of you who have been through this probably can react to it the same way. And so maybe we can get the word out there. And I'm also wondering what other things that people have said to you after surgery trying to be positive were actually hurtful. Like maybe we can make a list of our own somewhere. So anyway, that's it for me this week. I've been actually teaching myself some more YouTube and iMovie tips and tricks, or trying to anyway. I'm trying to make these movies as nice as possible for you. And also, hopefully next month I may even have access to a better camera, so the video might be better quality. Fingers crossed. So we'll see. And I'll see you guys next week. Bye.